Hello, and welcome back to the Taylah Louise Budgets channel. You are here with me today for my cash stuffing for my second paycheck in May, as well as my Target bills. I'm actually loading it all up into one video because I'm very behind, mainly because I've been sick and haven't been able to film. I still have a little bit of a lisp from a pimple that's on the tip of my tongue, which is what always happens when I'm unwell, when my immune system is low. So stay tuned because we have lots of cash to stuff today. Let's go. Oakley dokley. So to start with, we should have, I believe it is $475 here, which is going to be stuffed into my weekly expenses and my sinking funds. So we have 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Yes, 475 here. That is correct. And then we also have what should be, I believe, $510 to stuff into my Target bills. So we've got 1 and 2 in placeholders, 53, 54, 50, 70, 90, 510. Perfecto mundo, let's get situated. Both of these sheets are available on my Etsy store, Taylah Louise Budgets, so check those out. But we are going to get stuffing, and we always start with unstuffing my wallet, which is going to be a little bit boring because there's nothing left. I definitely overspent, and you can see a reel for that on my Instagram stories, @_Taylah Louise, by the way. There's just $5 of rollover left in Queenie Vibes, which is essentially my beauty fund. That'll stay in there, and that $50 is the money that I just spent getting my nails done. But I paid on card so I could claim it on tax. Now, but there is some change in here, so we will do my Aussie Change Challenge. So that is this one here. So we just look at my change, and I did have a little jar that we've been working through, but I have worked through it and it's gone. So we just have $2.20.35 today. So $2.35, which is available on here. So we will color off the $2.35 and we can pop her in the vitamin jar. You got to have your daily vitamins. This one is also available on my Etsy store. Because I usually forget this one, because I always leave it till last and then forget, we're going to do it now. So the Penny Savings Calendar by Budget with Ira. So we should be able to flick all the way to, whoops, wait. Oh no, May. May is done. May is complete. So we will actually wait until my next paycheck, or my first June paycheck, to actually start stuffing for June. So that one is all up to date. We don't need to do that in this video, which means we can just get stuffing. So we'll start with my wallet with my budget down under Milky Matte envelope. She's selling these and some beautiful designs. So check out her Instagram and then DM her if you would like to place an order. But we are going to do this. So spending is just going to get to 25 today. So 25. Shopee, which is my groceries, is just going to get 100. Now I believe I did this in, oh, how did I do this? I think I did 2 50s, 2 20s, oh, you can't see, and a 10. So that should be 51, 20, 40, 50, 150 in there. I need to go grocery shopping this weekend. Then dining is 130 this time, and I owe $50 from this back to my cushion, and I spent $30 last night as well. So I'm gonna have to pull out quite a bit. And I actually think, did I only do, yeah, I think I did 150, 70, 90, 110, 120, and 130. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130 in there. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pulling out, yes, I owe 50 plus another 30. So $80 of that is already ready to come out, which realistically means I'm only going to have $50 left already, which is sad times, but we'll leave it in there for now. I'll deal with that later. Or do I just, yeah, no, I'll deal with that later when I can remember to tick it off that it's complete. Then we have Zoom, which is just going to get $60, and that is for fuel, and I definitely need fuel this weekend as well. I'm actually just going to swap that out just in case I do end up paying with cash because it was an AA. I don't want to give up my AA note. So 60. Queenie Vibes just gets monthly from my bills, and that's all for my wallet, so she can go away. You can see this is a quick video, hence why I'm putting it all together. I'm actually going to go back into here as well because I've just noticed that I purposely put, there's a little bit of a ripped note here, so I purposely put that into my wallet expenses so that I could spend it. So I'm just going to swap it out with Zoom, and then I think I will pay cash when I go put fuel in my car. And that is that one, and we can move along to my other binders. We always tend to start with my digital funds because it's nice and quick. So emergency is not getting anything at the moment. It's fully done for the year. Annual, however, is of course going to get its regular scheduled programming. It's $130, and this paycheck is for the 16th of May. So 130 going into there. 1550 plus 130 is 1680. It is looking good. And I think in about September is when I have like everything due at once, which is why that one's growing so much. And then I think that is all for my paycheck in this binder. So we'll swap on over to my sinking funds. And I'll just flick straight down to tech because that is of course going to get a $20 today. And I desperately now need to rub this off to allow for the next time I put 20 bucks in. But we've got 1,050, or maybe I'll leave the 50 aside. 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 81. 1,150, 1,170, 1,190, 1,210. So 12,000 or $1,210 in tech now. Looking good. Health is absolutely empty because I have spent it recently. So it's just getting a tenner today, which means I can clean this off for the most part. So just a little 10 colored in there. And future, of course, you guessed it, is getting its regular scheduled 10. So 500, 6, 700, well, 5, 6, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 740 going into there. Then I'm going to skip all the way down to Christmas because that's the only other one getting anything, and it's going to get a 20. So we've got 1, 200, 20, 40, 50, 250 in Christmas, and we're not even at the end of May yet. So that's a good start, which means that we should be done with that binder. How much do we have left in this section? 20, 40, $50 left, and that is what I'm going to put towards challenges from this paycheck. Now, if you haven't been watching recently, I'm actually just stuffing this first kind of challenge buffer, and then at the end of the month, we will stuff all of the challenge money in one giant video. So $50 going into there. Oh, I should look at how much is in there now. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 100, 5, 10. So 110, which is good because this is a golden month. So I will actually have a bonus paycheck to bump that up as well. That's exciting. And that would be the end of the traditional video, but we are going to do my bills as well. So out she comes, the Target bills tracker, and I'll swap this money over. I'm gonna need my handy dandy Sharpie, and we'll get stuffing. So just confirming 1, 2, 53, 54, 50, 470, 490, 510. Perfect. That is correct. And I believe we'll be finishing off June today, which is cool because it's the second paycheck in May and we have a bonus one. So again, getting further and further ahead every time. And this has been annoying me every time that I stuff that it's not in order. So we've got, if we actually, I think I want to match the order up. I'm going to take these out. I'm actually going to go down the list because it should be TV YouTube first, which is what? TV YouTube. Can you not do that? Then we have phone. Then we have subscriptions. Oops. And sport. This is not easy to watch, I'm sure. Miscellaneous. Which is just the bills one. And then we have lashes. And nails, and debt, which is my car loan, and then Audible is fully funded for the year, so I'll just pop that one out the back. I feel like this is going to make life so much easier. It still looks good to flick through, and it's now in order with my Target bills tracker. That's gonna, yes, so much better, so much better. Okay, So now if we look at this, we know that we're actually going to try and finish off June. So let's start at the big one. So we'll start at the back where debt is now. And that one gets $260 every time it's stuffed. So 1, 2 in placeholders, and that 200 will just stay in my cash cushion, and 20, 40, 60. Oh, is everything else in 50s? Wow. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60 going into there. And that way I can tick this one off. And now in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 6, 20, 40, 60, 80, 720. So 720 divided by 240, which is the actual payment, is exactly 3 payments, which I think is coming in pretty much perfect timing, because it's either June or July that I have to pay 3 times in the month. So now I know that I'm fully stuffed for that, which is the whole purpose of using this system, honestly. Yeah, let's move all this over. Alrighty, so car loan is done, and so the next one here is nails, which I haven't stuffed yet for the month of June. So I've finished getting them done for May now. So it's going to get 50 and 100. So 51, 50, 70, 90, 200. So 200 is in there, which means that that is perfectly stuffed. Did I count that wrong? No, so 51, 50, 70, 90, 200. Oh, okay, so there's only, May is already done, so there's really only 100 in there for nails now, but there's 100 miscellaneous. So that 50 is to get my hair done, and that 50 is kind of like any extra saving up to get a pedicure. My white toenails now look like French tips, so I'm definitely overdue to get a pedicure. Then we have miscellaneous, which is this one here. And it's just getting a 50 today. So this is one that I'm hoping to not have to spend, to have an extra $600 to go towards bills next year. So 51, 52, 50, and if I tick this off, it should be 300 now, and then I will be fully complete for June. So 1, 2, 50, 300, perfect. So now June is fully prepared for, and I still have a bonus paycheck coming this month. Wonderful. But we also still have some extra money here. We've got another 100 here, and I believe I planned to, I'm going to put that in sport. So I'm going to put 100 in sport. So 51, 50, 150 in sport, and that goes 50 and 100. So anyone wondering where all my miscellaneous sporting money has gone, I have bought activewear and protein powders and supplements and things like that recently, just because I have been going to the gym so religiously. So I'm okay with that money going to miscellaneous fitnessy bits and bobs. So that is all of the money. We have cash stuffed my weekly expenses, my sinking funds, and my target bills tracker system. If you did enjoy this video, go down below, click like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.